Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see on my channel and become part of this beautiful, wonderful family that we are growing each day. Thank you so much to every single one of yous. I'd like to mention that I do have a private crochet group. If you're interested to be part of this beautiful journey with us, one big family, you're more than welcome to join as long as you have a profile. I also have a crochet page that you can follow, Instagram and TikTok. You could always get a hold of me through the messages through there if you need help with any type of, pattern that you're stuck with. And I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Sometimes if I'm a little bit delayed on answering you, it's because we are in a different time zone. I'm in Europe. Most of you are in the US or India or Mexico. So don't worry, I do reply back to everyone's questions and comments. So most cases I use 2.75 hook for my patterns, 3.5, depending on the pattern I'm creating, a small one for tucking in loose ends and a pair of scissors. Thank you to every single one of you for your suggestions, your opinions, and your kindness of your words, which is extremely important to keep us going and give us the courage that, we are loved and cared for. And that's extremely important to any people that, in general in the world, not just creators, but of course, it really does help us with the creation and putting it out there to everybody. I'd also would like you to please give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. It's the only way that we can keep circulating the video around the world. YouTube recognizes when there's many likes, and of course subscriptions, which is free. It costs nothing to hit that subscribe button and be part of this journey. So thank you so much again. Be careful in the crochet groups. There's a lot of fake scammers that steal your identity by you clicking on those links. They steal people's pictures and pin it up to pass it as their own. They put links with cut and bit. Do not open those links. They're scammers. They will go through your phone or your computer and grab all your information, steal everything from you. So stay away from that. You should just report them in as spam, and they get deleted automatically either through Facebook or through the groups. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Thank you so much again. Okay, everyone, so we're going to create another sort of oval doily. And I'm going to use most probably all of these colors. Sometimes during the video I change my mind on colors, so it is what it is, right? These are 4-ply 100% cotton thread. Similar to Aunt Lydia number 3, I'll be using the multicolored white, baby blue, and royal blue. This is off-white. This is canary yellow and royal blue. I might add even some green. Now, this doily is started with the granny square. For most of you that are familiar with it, it's going to be easy. For some of you that still cannot do the granny square, I do already have videos up on my playlist of granny square, but we're going to start by the granny square on this one. Okay, so it makes it much easier for you guys just to create a whole pattern with the granny square by there. These are Portugal threads. I'm going to use 2.75 hook, a small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, and a pair of scissors. My threads here in Europe, in Portugal, they go by number of color and not name. So the only one I have with the number so far here, because these are a lot of leftovers from different projects. Number 12, it's the multicolored, the blue and the royal blue. A lot of you asked me about the threads. These are $12 a 100 grams, which is 300 to 325 yards. And minimum on orders is 6 balls to include that shipping to you included with the $12, okay? So in case you're interested, the email and Instagram and my Facebook crochet group, private group or page is all linked on the description box below. You could always get a hold of me there or join the group if you have a profile picture. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Thank you for being here. So the first thing we want to do is that magic circle. I would turn almost like an X on my fingers and secure it with a 1 chain. Now I'm going to come back in and create a single and chain 2. This is my first double crochet. This is how I start my double crochets on every row basically that I do. And we're going to do 2 more double crochets. So now I have 3. I'm going to do 2 chain, and I'm going to create 3 more groups of 3 double crochet inside of the circle. In case you can't do the circle like this with a magic circle, you could always do a 5 chain and close it with slip stitch, and you have your ring made. So chain 2 space, and I'm creating my last group of 3 double crochet. Chain 2, I'm going to pull on that string, close it up so I can form my little square. Come on my second chain. From the first one I started with a single and 2 chain. Now I'm going to do the walk to that first space here, 2 chain, with a single, chain 2. I'm going to create my 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochet. We're building the corners of the granny. This will be the center of my doily. 1 chain space, and again, so we're going to repeat this on the 4 corners. 3 double crochet, chain 2. If your stitch is too tight, you can do a chain 3. If it's too loose, then you gotta always cut down on chains. That's usually how it goes with the crochet rules, right? I call them rules. So complete it, and I'll meet you here at the end. So I've cut my thread, pretty much finished doing my little square. I'm going to come in now with the green. I do have to use green on this row. And I have 1 row of green here on this granny, okay? Just to give it that style. So I'm hiding my thread in between the loops back here. Very simple. So once you go around a few, well, at least a couple of the groups here, you're good to go. You're secure that it's not going to come apart, okay? Here we don't care because we're going to be working inside of there. So my light is flicking. It's really bad weather here in the island. It's been pouring rain, like really bad. So if you see the light flicking here and there, then you'll know why. Okay, so I'm going to use this green, and this is number 23. It's almost like an olive green. Okay. Okay, so I've done my slip stitch knot. I'm going to come right in the corner, do my single, try to hide this thread as I go. Makes it easier and more clean. And 2 chains. So it's my first double crochet. We're going to create those 2 groups of 3 double crochets in the corners. Chain 2 and 3 more double crochet. 1 chain. I'm coming where I have that 1 chain space and create 3 double crochets. 1 chain space and create your 2 groups of 3 double crochets in the second corner, chain 2, and again 3 double crochets. We're going to do this all the way around, and then I'm cutting my thread again. Okay, everyone, so we're going to come in the corner here and do a single and 2 chain. I'm coming in with the off-white, and I'm going to create 2 more double crochet, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochet. So I have this group here at this corner, and I will have another group here, the same thing on this one, because these 2 corners will be the round of the doily. Okay, that's why it's an oval. It's a round square one, but really shape of an oval. I've done something similar. Some of you that follow me know what I'm talking about. 1 chain space, and I'm creating 3 double crochets. 1 chain, and again 3 more double crochets. Now the next corner here will have 3 groups of 2 double crochet. 1 chain coming into the corner, 1, 2, 1 chain, 1, 2 double crochets. So that's my second group. 1 chain and 2 more. So we have 3 groups of 2 double crochet, space of 1 chain between them. 1 chain. Again, we're going to repeat here and here the 3 double crochets exactly as we did here. So again, I'm in the corner, and we're going to do exactly the same as we did the first one here. 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochet. I think some of you remember, I can't remember which name I put on, never mind. Well, it's almost like a shape of an eye. Yeah, almost like a shape of an eye. Some of you that follow me remember that doily I did, a shape of an eye, and I did it twice, smaller and a bigger one. Okay, so now this corner here will be the 3 groups of 2 double crochet with 1 chain space between them. So 1 chain, create your 2 double crochet, 1 chain space, and 2 more double crochet, 1 chain, and 2 more double crochet. So we have 6 double crochets here on the corner and 6 on this one. We have the shell, 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and on this side also 1 chain, and we're going to complete the 3 double crochets. So I'm right here at the edge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close this one here with a half double crochet like that, so we can start working here on the center. I'm going to come back in and do a single and 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. So I'm building the groups of 3 here, right, because they belong on the sides. So I have 3 double crochet, 1 chain, coming in the center where I have my shell. I'm doing my shell of the 3 double crochet, the 2 chain space, and 3 more double crochet. So very simple, nothing to it. Okay, so now we've created our shell of 3 double crochet, 2 chain, 3 double crochet, 1 chain, and come back in, create those 3 double crochets, 1 chain, and again 1 chain, and create again 3 double crochets. So it's going to change a bit here on this corner again. 1 chain, and we're coming inside of the first chain here. Two double crochet, 1 chain, 2 more double crochet in the same space. So we're doing this little shell of 2 double crochet, 1 chain, and again we need to increase this corner here. 2 double crochet, 1 chain, and again 2 more double crochet in the same space. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 2 double crochet, 1 chain space between them, 1 chain, and again create your 3 double crochets around the sides, 1 chain, and again the same thing. 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 1 chain space, your normal shell, exactly how we did here, and then 3 double crochet, 1 chain space, and then we're going to repeat this on this corner the same way. So I'll meet you at the end. So I've reached the end after creating my sides with 3 double crochet, 1 chain space, and then my 4 groups, 2 double crochet, 1 chain, 2 double crochet, all in the same space, 1 chain, and again exactly as we did this corner. Now remembering, whatever we do in one corner, we have to do on the opposite corner the same thing, and the same thing with this one. Okay, so now I'm going to come in and I'm going to close it just like that with a single. I'm going to come back in, single, 2 chain. That's my first double crochet, my second, and my third. Again, 1 chain space around the sides. So we continue to create those 3 double crochets, 1 chain. We're going to create the normal 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochet, and we'll do exactly the same thing on the opposite side. Okay, that stays the same. Again, continue your groups and I'll meet you here at the end, and the last one here. Okay, 3 double crochets, 1 chain space. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 3 double crochet on the sides, 1 chain. I'm coming in the first space here, 1 chain, creating only 2 double crochets on this corner, 1 chain into the next one, 2 double crochets. So we'll have 3 groups here of 2 double crochets again. So we have the 3 groups. We're falling into the side again. That means we'll have 4 groups of 3 double crochet, 1 chain space, and again the same thing, 3 double crochet. So basically we have this round, this will be round. We're going to do exactly the same thing the opposite side, and this will stay the same. So I'll meet you here again on the last one here, so we can attach it as we've been doing it. So I've reached the end. I'm going to come directly on my second chain, and I'm going to close it with a single, coming back in, doing a single, 2 chains. So this is my first group of 3 double crochet, 1 chain, and again proceed the same way. We're on the sides, 1 chain space. We're going to repeat the shell in the corner the same way, and repeat 1 that's 3 double crochet, 1 chain space until we meet here at the end at the round corner. Okay, so now we're getting into the round corner. So this round corner will be 3 double crochets and not 2. Okay, so basically we're just continuing to do 3 double crochets, 1 chain space. Okay, just to make you understand. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be the edge, and then the corners we're doing also 3 double crochet, and it will be repeatedly the same way on the other side. So remember, whatever you're doing on this corner, you have to do it on the opposite side. And then continue, proceed with the 3 double crochets all the way, 1 chain space, your shell exactly how we did here, and then getting to the edges here, doing 3 double crochets, exactly what we just finished doing here. So I'll meet you here at the end. Okay, you guys, so I reached the end. I'm going to do 1 chain, and I'm going to close it up. This is a small doily, of course, and I'm going to cut my thread, and I think I'm going to just probably come in with green. I use green instead of the yellow. So I'm going to do the slip stitch knot. I change ideas like that. I don't know why. I have to go with whatever I am comfortable in my mind. So I'm going to start on this chain just before the shell of 3 double crochets. Okay? And I'm going to do my single and my 2 chain, and again creating those, because we are on the side, I'm creating those 3 double crochets, 1 chain. Just gonna cut the excess here because we don't need to be confused here. 1 chain. So I'm creating my shell at the corner as usual, as we've been doing. 2 chain and 3 more double crochet, 1 chain, and create your your groups of 3 double crochet, 1 chain space. Now I'm going to meet you here right on this one. That means on your 5th group I'll meet you here. Okay, that's the 5th group, so start counting so you don't get confused. So this would be the 1st group right after the shell, 1 chain, and then 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and on the 5th one I'll meet you there. So I've done 4 groups. Going into the 5th, it's going to change a bit because we need to increase again. Here on my 5th one, I'm going to do 2 double crochet, 1 chain, and 2 more double crochet on the same space. 1 chain. On this one here, we're doing a group of 3 double crochet, 1 chain. Next space, I'm creating the same thing, 2 groups of 2 double crochet, 1 chain, and again 2 more double crochet. So this is my increase. I'm going to have 3 increases. My first increase, regular 3 double crochet. My second increase, I'm going to do my 3 double crochet, and then on the next one I'm doing my 3rd increase, 1 chain, and here I'm doing my 2 double crochet, 1 chain, and 2 more double crochet on the same space. So I have 3 increases. We did 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 3 double crochet. That's our shell. 2 groups of 2 double crochet, space of 1 chain, 3 double crochet, 1 chain, my 2 groups, 1 chain, 3 double crochet, 1 chain, and my 3rd group of 2 double crochet. Now everything else is back to normal with the 3 double crochets on the sides. And of course we have to do exactly the same thing on here on the other side. Okay, our shell stays the same on the same direction as we did here. So we're just going to repeat, and I'll meet you here at the end. Pretty much finished it. I'm coming in with a royal blue, and I'm starting again on the space before the shell, the normal shell. I'm going to do my single and 2 chain. So this row is very simple. It's all groups of 3 double crochet, And just to clear that for you, so we have, let's say I'll count it from the off-white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on the 6th row, counting from the off-white. So 1 chain. Usually I have patience and usually hide it, but because this is just a sample, I'm not going to bother too much with it. So we're going to do our normal shell here on the corner. And of course, we'll be doing the same thing on the other side. So 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochet. Everything else is pretty much groups of 3 double crochet. So 1 chain space, and again, create your groups of 3 double crochet, 1 chain, including the round corner will be 3 double crochets. Okay, so they're all going to be 3 double crochets in all of the 1 chain space, but I'll meet you right after I finish this round corner so you can just have a look. Okay, everybody, so I pretty much advanced a bit so you can see. So it's just groups of 3 on all of the spaces. And then, of course, when you get to this side, you need to do the shell exactly how we did on this side. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so the next row will be exactly the same thing as this row. So I'm just going to come in the corner here and close it with a single. Come back in, do my single, my 2 chain, and my other 2 double crochets. We are on the side. Okay, so we're just going to repeat the row the same way. The groups of 3 double crochet. The shell will stay the same on both corners, on this corner and the opposite corner. And then everywhere else is the 3 double crochet groups. Okay, so shell, 3 double crochets, 2 chain, and 3 double crochets. This will stay the same. And then the groups of 3 double crochet, exactly as we did on the previous row. 1 chain space, and continue your groups. 3 double crochet and 1 chain space, all the way, including the edge here. So, okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Everyone, so I've done my other round. This time I'm going to close it in with a slip stitch. I'm going to do the walk. I call it the walk with a slip stitch to the next space, single, and I'm going to do 2 chains. I have my first double crochet. I'm going to create group. This row will be different. I'm going to create group of 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet on the same space. Okay, I'll hide this little thing afterwards. I'm going to do 1 chain, and I'm coming in just before the normal shell with 1 double crochet. 1 chain, coming in, doing my normal shell. Now, if your stitch is too loose, don't do any chain at all. So I'm creating my normal shell. I'm going to do 1 chain, coming into the next space with 1 double crochet. Exactly the same thing here. So 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and create your group of 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet. So this whole row is going to be shell of 2, 1 chain, 1 double crochet. Shell of 2, 1 chain, not 1 chain, 1 double crochet, so yeah, 1 chain, 1 double crochet, shell of 2. Okay, so always alternate 1 double crochet, 1 chain, shell, 1 chain, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, shell. So it's going to be like this all the way around. Chain 2, 2 double crochet, 1 chain, and 1 double crochet only. Okay, if your stitch is too loose, don't do any chain at all. Just continue into the next space. Okay, so only where we have our normal shell of 3 double crochet stays the same. Okay, all of this row will be like this. So 1 double crochet, then shell, 1 double crochet, 1 and shell, 1 double crochet, shell, and 1 chain space between them. The normal 3 double crochet shells on both corners stays the same. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much completed the blue coming in. We have 2 more rows left, this one and the last row. So it's a very small doily. I'm going to come in where we have the shell here, this small 2 group shell before the normal shell at the end. So I'm going to do a single, 2 chain. That equals my first double crochet, 1 more for space. I'm going to do total with the single and 2 chain, 5 double crochets, space of 1 chain. It's going to be like this in all of the ones that have the normal the groups of 2 double crochet shells. Okay, only the corner ones are different. They have a little bit more because they're the corners, they're bigger. Okay, I'm going to come on top of that double crochet with a single. If your stitch is too tight, you can do 1 chain space between them. I'm going to come in where that double crochet here is here on the shell, okay, and do 1 double crochet, 1 chain. Coming inside of the space, I'm going to do 5 more, space, 1 chain. So I have 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6 with this one, 1 chain, and 1 on top of the double crochet. So that's 7 double crochets on this corner. And of course, we'll have the same thing on the next corner. Okay. And now for all of the other ones, we're doing just 5 double crochets inside. So if you need to do 1 chain space, go ahead. Coming back in, creating those 5 double crochets, 1 chain space, I have 4 and 5. Coming into my 1 double crochet there, single. Okay, so only on where we have the normal regular shell here at the other end, we're going to do 7. Okay, we've got to make sure that we do 7 on there. Everywhere else stays the same exactly as we're doing here. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Hey everyone, I'm coming in with the last row, which is the peacocks. I'm doing a slip stitch coming in with the green, whatever color you guys want to use. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to come in just before the shell here of the 7 double crochets. So I'm going to come in this one here, and I'm going to do single, 1, 2, 3 chain, and I'm going to close it with single. Coming in the next one, single, 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm just not even going in, I'm coming right behind that single I did, and peacock, next space. Single, 1, 2, 3, chain, coming right behind that single, and peacock. And again, the same thing. 1, 2, 3 chain, coming right behind that single picot. I'm going to come in directly where I have this double crochet here, and I'm going to give it a nice stretch with a double crochet, and coming in again on that first space, single chain 3, and right behind it doing my picots, single, and just continuing that way. And again, three chain, next phase. So nothing to it, it's just picots all the way around. And when you get here, where we have the single, I'm coming right from behind, doing the front post and giving it a good stretch, and then coming into the first space on the next shell. Okay, so this is just a repeat now. I'll leave the measurements below. There was very little thread being used for this. Now, the good thing about this pattern, which a lot of my friends have created similar patterns also, they've attached 3 of these together and made a big runner right by here. So you don't add this last one, you only do it at the end, the picots. Once you have the 3 or 2 of them attached, you attach it on to where we have these 7 double crochets, and you continue on the length you'd like, 2, 3, 4 of them, and then at the end you just follow through with all the picots all the way around, which is a beautiful tamer runner. Most of them are used, these doilies, for placemats, so you can do whatever you like with it. I'm going to finish mine. I'm going to do a little video with it and the pictures, of course, and do the measurements. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much, everybody. And thank you so much for the newcomers for being here. I hope you enjoyed this and you feel good enough and comfortable enough in our channel. One big whole family. And I send much love and much hugs to every single one of you. Thank you so much, everyone. Until next time. Bye-bye.